Just a gorgeous fall afternoon in the heart of Texas. No weather to speak of. Sun out, roof open. Yes, yes, and yes. A great day for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Dallas Cowboys. It's a tradition that began in 1966, and off we go on a Thanksgiving afternoon in Dallas.
Here we go. 30 base, let's go. Ready, go.
They'll run on first down. It's Hubbard. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. On play action, they'll throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Throw left side complete. It's Schwartz. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there was a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 41-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Hey.
2nd and 9 now. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Flowers. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
They'll look to throw here. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Schwartz. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
Here goes, son. 56. Monk's 56. All day. Hey. coming to you. He's coming to you. Motion. Hey. It's action.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Second and 11 at the 21-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's second and 11.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Over. Roy.
Back to throw, Darnold. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Throwing here on third down. Darnold nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeMarcus Lawrence, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. To punt on fourth down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Now Brown. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, and the whole month of December is still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
A big seam, and he might go all the way. Touchdown, Cowboys! Tony Pollard, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's two different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line.
That was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on 1st down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a fourth down. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll kick it away for the second time. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
And from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
It's our time.
On first down, Hubbard. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. Give him 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas first down.
He does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Second and 10. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Mike, check, 59. Good track.
They're going to look to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. That's caught at the 25. Touchdown, Cowboys. A big play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just, this is blocked. And the Eagles have got it. But he doesn't get far. They're able to stop him. And after all that, the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
I remember when they changed the rule, and there's a lot of consternation, especially coming from the kickers. Okay, how's this going to affect things, having to kick a longer one now, much more of a field goal attempt, and the defensive guys saw it as an opportunity to get more block.
That's exactly right. There's more effort now. Before, when it was snapped down near the goal line, you would basically see guys just stand there.
Yeah, not anymore. Now, those guys are going after it because not only can they knock it away and change a little bit of momentum,
they can get 2 points.
They can pick it up and take it back for 2 points.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
And a nice gain at 21 yards. A first down throw, Darnold. It's caught, Cooper. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. A big pickup there for the Eagles' first down, 18 yards.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
From the 29, Darnold. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
To throw is Darnold. The Sanders has got it, complete. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. Now a handoff here to his running back. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
56, Mike, 56, right there, 56. Hey! Mike's 56. Mike's 56.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Darnold. He's going to go up top for the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Cooper was the target there, and it's 3rd down.
Quick hands that time to knock that one away. It sure looked like a short touchdown, but able to get a good break on the football and force the incompletion.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Here's Darnold. And that is incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is.
It's been a nightmare season. You're well under 500. Your defense hasn't really kept in a lot of games. And now it's spilling over to the kicking game. That's 3 points you've got to be able to bank on.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Throw left side complete. It's Schwartz. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Give him 30 yards there. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Back to throw here. Towards the end zone for Brown. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Marquise Brown with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown.
Let's go. Let's do it.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3.
56, Mike, 56, right there, 56. Here we go.
Now it's Darnold. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Throwing again is Darnold. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Ready? 90. Cool. Hey, watch number 5. Number 5. Watch number 7. Let's go. Cheetah. Ready.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going deep for Brown. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 16. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They go play action here on first down. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
Apparently, they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
This will be caught by Brown. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. A good pickup there, 21 yards. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. On 2nd down now. It's Hubbard, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Extra point from McManus is good. And the route is on here in this first half.
Eagles nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Let's go, son.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Typically down in the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
56. Check 56. Rip left. Rip left. We go, yellow lady. Mike 56. Mike 56. Hey, exit. 56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. Crunch time, defense. 36, 36. Ready? 56. Mike, 56. Right there, 56. Here we go. Me. I got him. I got motion man. Me. I can touch.
On first down, Darnold. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Cooper was the intended target, but it's going to be second down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
56, check 56. Yeah.
Back to the air, Darnold on second down. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. Cooper again the target, and it's third down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Check it back. Red 80. Red 80.
Darnold to throw again. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez. So we've hit halftime on Turkey Day here in Dallas. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Good work, boy. Let's go.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency. Something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, big man with ball met bigger man on the other side of the line. A really nice play for the defense.
Let's get it. Mike, 55. Right there in the middle, 55.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength.
And again this time to the tailback. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Mike, 55. Check, 55.
Darnold now to throw. Trying for the tight end. Ertz, and it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
McManus's point after is good, and the lead will swell by one more. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Fresh off the pick six, it's Darnold. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 35. And they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 29-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. Hubbard. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down. The 22 is the line to gain here on third down. Now back to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Schwartz. And they'll get this down to the 10. Fifth catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
First and 10 at the 10-yard line.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, it didn't look his way at all in the first half, and I'll bet you the offensive coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he could be a big-time playmaker for us.
Mike 50, Mike 50. Let's put it
They'll set up to throw. And that is going to be incomplete. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and the Eagles defense able to hold.
It's a turnover on downs.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time, 1 play interceptions. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. It's a big play there for the Eagles. 58 yards.
Red 80. Shit. Red 80.
first and 10. Darnold. He's going to look for Beckham in the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Looked like some hands both ways. They got it on the offense.
And sometimes there's a fine line between being the receiver and the DB, and he knocked that one away. Might have caused an incompletion that could have been an interception.
Darnold from the gun. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Well, we knew this guy wasn't especially fleet of foot, but he tried to conjure up some escapability, but there was no way he was getting away on that one.
Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a second and very long.
55, Mike, 55. Hey, watch the slant. Mike, 55. Right there. Hey, Zoo.
You ain't doing nothing today.
Yo, 80. Mike, 55. Mike, 55. Red 80.
We ain't giving up nothing today.
Boy, and now they can't even get a playoff. That's going to set them back 5 yards.
You're going to set. 55. Check, 55. Mike. Think you going to get this, boy? You think you going to get this? You think you going to get this?
On second down, Darnold. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Odell Beckham, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Eagles get a score closer. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that will get them 1 closer. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really wanted...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number, and we can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays, and right now they have a lead.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. That'll get a little bit back, give him 5 on the run, and they'll be left with a 3rd and 13. He's going deep for Brown. It's caught inside the 25. Oh, and the big play's going to get even bigger as penalty flags are down, and I believe they're going to get a face mask penalty tacked on. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
And that's his 2nd sack of the game, but this player... disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
He'll look to throw. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's 3rd down. We're on to the 4th here on Thanksgiving Day. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. Looking to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks for those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because receivers to run through.
Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the fourth quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, you know, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
Darnold on first down. And Darnold, he lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Throwing on second and long. Darnold looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a fourth pick. And it's third down. The Eagles on third down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This will be a tough 3rd and 18.
Y'all playing the wrong football.
56. Mike, 56. Right there, 56. Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go. Mike's 56. Mike's 56.
Let's go, tight end. Lady.
56 to Mike, boys. 56.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. DeMarcus Lawrence. What a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. With it is Brown. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Check 59, Mike. Mike is 59.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is caught inside the 5. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year as his guys continue to pour it on. Extra point from McManus is good, and that will extend this big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
I'm scared.
A 1st down throw, Darnold. Looking for Cooper, that's complete. The end result, 21 yards. Darnold now perfect since the second half started, 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Here's Darnold. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury.
Slam, slam. Kill. Lady. Motion.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Darnold. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
First down, Philadelphia.
Check. Lucky.
22 jet bomber.
From the 50, it's Darnold. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Ready? 56. Mike, 56. Right there.
Hey, Delta.
Now Darnold. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 39, the 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. McManus now for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford just
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jalen Smith in there with pressure yet again. That is the 7th time that they have dropped him here this afternoon. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
Check 37. Check 37. Watch twist. Watch twist. Watch twist. Red 80. Watch the safety creep.
To throw is Darnold. He's got the connection to Cooper. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A big pickup there for the Eagles' first down, 18 yards.
Go, go, go.
First down. Cooper. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
You got nothing, lady. Kill, kill, kill. Kill, kill. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Lady. Kill, kill, turn up. Check 24, check 24.
On first down, it's Darnold. Forced out to his left. And he slings one that's incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
2nd down and 10, Darnold. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 28, and his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. Now, I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves,
that's caught inside the 20. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. You know, the man on our cover, John Madden, so synonymous with these Thanksgiving Day games. He was on TV for these from, I think, 81 to 01, giving out the Turkey Leg Award and turducken he always talked about. Special when you got a guy going off like this. I think he would be a good recipient of the Turkey Leg Award.
Well, he's definitely already worked on that leg. Is it possible he could end up getting the whole turkey?
Yeah, give him a thigh,
or the whole turducken. And it's really great that you mentioned Coach Madden because everyone knows him from this. Everyone knows him from the broadcast booth. Remember, he won a Super Bowl as a head coach in Oakland.
Yep, he did indeed. But right now, we are watching maybe one of those turkey leg performances with his 2nd touchdown there. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
They go play action here on first down. He's going to let it fly. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 23. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Intended that time for Cooper. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Schwartz. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Here we go. 60 out
Back to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
This will be caught by Brown. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. They're going to look to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. They set the goal beginning of the year. Hey, let's win 7 games. Unfortunately, with this loss, they can't do it.
So now it'll be interesting to see how they respond as a team. Because sometimes when you set goals, if you don't achieve them, you don't care anymore. You let everything else go. I want to see if they're going to continue to fight, scratch, claw, do whatever to try and get as many wins as possible, even if it doesn't reach their stated number.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. It's a win for the Cowboys as we sign off and say so long from Arlington.